Modern women have been bragging about not needing men, and now it is time to put their money where their mouths are, and they are failing miserably in the process. We got one from Cosmic Verse with a video titled Moments When Women Realize That They Need Men. Let's jump into it.
Whoever said that being an independent girl and like moving out of your parents' house and living on your own and like being so independent is fun, let me just warn you. I used to be the type of girl when I got my paycheck, I'd be like, oh my god, it's going towards my hair, it's going towards my makeup, it's going towards my clothes. You know what I spend that shit on now? My rent, my phone bill, my car bill. The other day, my car broke down and I literally had no one to call. I have to think of food to cook myself every single night for dinner. When I get sick, I can't just cry to my mom and have her make me make soup. I have to freaking pick up the phone and call the doctor and make my own appointment.
These women miss the memo that part of being independent is being a responsible adult, but a lot of these modern women were never taught anything that could actually help them be adults. That is why oftentimes they are overgrown children.
You know, I actually have a lot of respect for women who say they don't need a man. Y'all impress me. Because I just moved a 200-pound table across the room. And you know what I would have rather done? Oh, baby, look at those muscles as you move that table. Ooh, we better make sure that table's nice and sturdy. Alex, can I get a husband for 1,000, please? I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
That explains a lot. Modern women are proving next to nothing when they brag about not needing men. The only thing they end up proving is how foolish and ignorant they are, and they really don't need any help in that department, in my opinion.
I've decided I am no longer a strong, independent woman that needs no man. I'm so tired of fixing shit. I don't know what I'm doing, whether it's vacuums or plumbing or broken men. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm done trying to figure it out. I went through my phase of learning how to fix shit. And oh, look, I can actually do it. I'm not a dumbass. I can figure out how to rewire a light switch, which isn't difficult, but didn't believe I could do it. But I'm done. I'm done learning. I am done learning how to fix the house. I'm tired, and I don't want to do it anymore. I want a big, strong man to come fix it for me. Come on, big boys, show me what you can do.
You can choose to openly proclaim that you don't need a man, but once you make that decision, you're stuck with it, right? You can't just change your mind once life gets too hard. If you choose independence, you get independence, and there is no giving it back.
Something that I've noticed is that it's literally always the ugly men trying to humble you. I have never, ever, not once in real, actual life been humbled by a sexy ass man. Like, nope, he's not doing it, baby. He is not doing it. Actually, those men, the confident, secure, strong, sexy, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, amazing hotties, they want you to pop your shit, baby. They want you to pop your shit. And those men, they be getting everything.
When women like this use the word ugly to describe the men they don't like, it really makes no sense. She refuses to talk to unattractive people, but it's always them who try to quote-unquote humble her. How can they do that when she refuses to be around them?
There's this guy at my work, right? And when I first started, he was so nice, literally was like, hey, like whatever, how's your day? He wasn't like exactly like that, but like whatever. He was just really nice, really friendly, cool people, okay? He told another coworker, oh my God, I like her, like, tell her and then let me know how she's feeling. She told me. I said, man's is not my type. I come into work the next day. I'm thinking everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's great. Literally, man's ignores my presence. I'm not even there. I'm air. I'm like a ghost. This man will not make eye contact with me. He will not acknowledge my presence. And he literally, like, it's like I'm non-existent. Okay, cool.
That's because the man wasn't about to waste any more time with a woman who isn't attracted to him. She drew a boundary, he's respecting it, and she's freaking out that he's not showering her with endless attention when he knows it'll go nowhere.
I don't need to provide for a man. I do not need to provide for
So a man don't need to provide for you either?
And I put emphasis on
a man does not need
do you know why I'll say this?
to provide for you either.
Do you know why I'll say this?
A man does not need to provide for you
Are you
either.
arguing with me? Any man that asks me what do I bring to the table is a bum.
Nothing. You absolutely don't bring nothing to the table.
You know why he's a bum? And I'm not saying financially.
You do not bring nothing to the table, and that is the problem. You think you do, but you actually bring nothing to the table. You can't even tell me what you bring to the table.
woman who claims she's not willing to provide for a man just proves that she has nothing to provide in the first place. It's not asking too much to bring at least peace and kindness to a relationship. It's literally free. But for women like that, that price is far too steep.
When women say, I don't want a man and I don't need a man, this is just a way of coping. It's a way of dealing with the pain of the fact that you don't have anyone right now. Any woman that tells me that she doesn't want a man, I will never believe you. So you're telling me you don't want connection? You're telling me you don't want cuddles at night? You're telling me you don't want to make love all day? You're telling me you don't want to go home and know that someone that loves you so much is there?
Women want the idea of that. The problem is that they want the perfect man with the perfect love and the perfect life, and these women are not willing to put in any work to make something like that happen. That's why they pout and complain that there are no good men out there.
You don't want that? You don't want to take half of your struggles and worries and give them to someone else who's happy to love and support you through these things? You don't want someone to go home to when you've had a really bad day? You don't want that? I will never believe a woman that says that. The women that say, I don't need a man, or I've managed to survive without a man, or the women that really hate on men, right? Those women, you're not saying, you might be saying with your words that you don't need a man. But what you're really saying is, I don't want to be abused.
If that's the case, then it's her job to figure out her issues, stop chasing after bad boys, and take accountability for the mess that she has created for herself. But modern women would rather blame us than put in any actual work towards a lifelong relationship with a good man.
You haven't experienced a good man, so you don't want a man. No, you just don't want to be hurt. You don't want to be abused. I don't want to be abused either. But I still want my man. There's two different things. You've got to really check yourself, because we naturally look for a partner. You go to Starbucks, there's a cute guy in the line. Oh, I'm curious. We naturally look for a partner if we don't have one. Every woman needs a man.
At this point, even if a modern woman finds a good man, she won't be happy with him because that man isn't one of the exes that she used to obsess over, or probably still does, by the way. And the sick part is that she will blame us for that, even though we have absolutely nothing to do with it.
Here are 3 things you can tell about a man who asks what you bring to the table.
I've been seeing these types of videos a lot, and it seems that some women are not liking it when the tables have turned and men start asking the same questions that women have been asking them for years. So let's listen to what they have to say.
Number 1, he views relationships as transactional. Number 2, he has unmet needs. Number 3, he dehumanizes a partner.
Okay, so if we're really to think about what they just said, that means that any woman who also asks the same question of a man, of what they bring to the table, would also, in the spirit of equality, be guilty of being those same things, right?
The funny thing is how modern women think that dehumanizing men, using them transactionally and to fulfill their unmet needs is nothing if not empowering. They have the right to treat men this way, even though those very same men have done nothing wrong.
Or is it somehow different when a man asks it of a woman? I wonder.
Without knowing it, you might feel like you're at an interview.
Wait, that is exactly what a first date is, and dating in general, actually. It is an interview process in order to be able to determine whether two people are actually compatible to be in a long-term committed relationship with each other. And these difficult questions, such as what does the other person bring to the table in terms of the relationship, do need to be asked. Otherwise, it's just going to be a waste of each other's time.
Modern women treat first dates like job interviews all the time. They study their dates and look for anything that might even be remotely resembling a red flag. That way they feel justified in ghosting the guy and complaining about how there are no good men out there.
What do you bring to the table when you're in a relationship?
Fear.
Fear?
Yeah.
It's a very good answer. Other than that, maybe some inner values?
Loyalty.
Loyalty, nice. What else?
Is it not enough?
Fear and loyalty is a very good start.
Yeah, sure.
What else? What do you bring to the table?
A Moroccan tea.
Moroccan tea,
Yeah.
amazing. I like we're starting with beverages. That's good,
Yeah.
nice.
And loyalty as well.
It's incredibly arrogant to say that bringing beer and loyalty to a relationship is more than enough, especially when those are two things that a man can provide on his own.
I was like to my friend, it's so hard dating in your 20s. And he went, oh, wait till your 30s. And I'm just like, what do you mean, your 30s? And he goes, well, only the weirdos are left because everyone good has been paired off. And you don't want to be stuck with one of those weirdos. So instead, what you do is wait for people to get divorced. And I'm just like, what? And he goes, yeah, you only want one divorce as well. I'm like, only? Yeah, because the people who have had multiple divorces have commitment issues and you don't want those. And I'm just like, okay, so like forget body count, partner count. There's divorce count? Oh my God, I don't want to turn 30.
Her friend forgot to mention all of the dudes that were ignored by those women back when they were in their 20s. Those dudes are going to be ignoring her the same way she ignored them a decade ago.
There's a lot of women out here, there's a lot of girls out here that be wanting all this stuff, that be wanting this like Prince Charming and all this stuff, but you're over here posting half naked pictures on Instagram. You know what I mean? But you got an OnlyFans on the low. You know what I mean? The only people at your hometown know about. You know what I mean? Like, you're over here doing all this extra stuff. You know what I mean? God's not going to bless you with a husband. You're not doing what you're supposed to do as a lady. In order to get that man, a woman has to preserve herself. She has to, you feel me? She has to put boundaries on her own self.
You can't live your life as irresponsibly as you want, then do a complete 180 and expect to be rewarded for trying to enforce boundaries that you threw out back when you were younger. It does not work that way in the slightest. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.